A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Throwing now is Murray. He completes it to Boyd. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Murray going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And the Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Dancing to his left. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now Murray off play action. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Allen. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Shotgun now for Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Back to throw, Fields. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Out of the gun, Fields. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cook will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Murray now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Now a carry for Allen. And he's got room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down here a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. James Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
2nd down and 3. Now Murray. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, There wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Fields. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's more. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From the gun, here's Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll give to Cook on the read option. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, some strong running. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Murray now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing now is Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Ravens are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's deep. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
It's 3rd and 9.
On play action, it's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A shotgun snap, Fields. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes, but how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
A shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want in their hands at all times.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Bears on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete right around the 8. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Fields. Touchdown, Bears! James Cook from 6 yards away. And the Bears are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Murray. Right back to Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Allen. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs. Down the numbers. There he goes. Across midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many got
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be